What's up, guys? Thank you for watching my Facebook Live. For those of you that are on right now, comment hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're catching the replay. Please show some hearts, some likes. And quite frankly, guys, this is important, okay? Because, very quickly, things that you love can turn into things that you end up beginning to hate. And what I mean by that is, I noticed that when I first got into this, with the wanting to help, men with mental health and really just people in general, with their depression and their problems, I was able to for the very long time, and it became easier and easier to tell my story, and to eventually then to inspire others to better their life and to better themselves. But I realized that I was trying to do too much at a time, and one person can only do so much before they begin to get burned out, and that person being me. Where I promised myself and I promised you guys that I'd be doing a Facebook Live every single day. And then I added on the fact that I was also going to do a TikTok video every single day as well. And upload that for you guys to see as well and get value. But quite frankly, I got real tired. Like, not of the Facebook Live videos, because, with the Facebook Lives, it's almost like I'm talking to a friend. That's the way I look at it, is it's just me and a friend talking, like you guys are my friends. And it's essentially just me kind of being real with you guys, being honest, and not holding anything back. But like I said, with the TikToks, it's almost like I had to plan what I wanted to talk about. And then also with the Facebook Lives, I also had to plan. And so it took a lot of mental capacity and a lot of mental space and energy, very quickly. And so, like I said, I started to get real burnt out, and to the point to where what I once loved, I started to quickly hate. And I'm not saying that I'm going to stop helping people, and I'm not saying that I'm going to stop doing these videos, and I'm definitely not saying that I'm going to stop, helping people with their depression and stuff like that, because I'm not, But what I decided is that sometimes, you have to give up things to be able to focus more on the things that are important. And so, like I said, quite frankly, I'm stopping, the TikTok videos, no more. My Instagram, I'm not going to be pretty much promoting that as well either. I'm not going to be doing anything with Instagram anymore. And it's all going to be just Facebook and YouTube. And pretty much what I'm doing is, the way I have it set up is, Facebook is at the top. And then with the videos, just like this Facebook Live, I end up downloading them and I upload them to YouTube, which then trickles down to YouTube. And then with the YouTube videos, or pretty much the Facebook Lives, I'm going to be putting them on my podcast. I'm going to be stripping the audio eventually and putting them as podcasts on my mental health podcast. So that way you guys can get value. And instead of me having to do all kinds of things, I'm just going to repurpose content. And you guys will still get pretty much the same value, because, it's still like, it's still something that I'm putting a lot of effort into. So it's not like half, done a bunch of things at once. Like, I'm trying to really, really nail down specific things. And my message and my advice to you guys is, if you're just starting out, or if you're doing pretty much everything by yourself, if you can afford it, definitely start hiring people. Even if you just hire a virtual assistant, and they could definitely take a lot of, the weight off your shoulders, especially if you're the one that's, doing the content, then putting out the content, and then trying to run your business and do all this stuff at the same time. Like, everyone needs help, guys. Everyone needs help, because otherwise, we get burnt out, and there's only so much that one person can do. And if you can't, then, if you can't hire a virtual assistant, then do what I did, which is pretty much, what is important to me where do I see that I can provide the most value, and pretty much cut everything else out. And so you guys, need to also kind of have that kind of like that thought as well, for your guys' own stuff that you guys are doing. Because it's not healthy. It's not healthy to be so burnt out and then to keep going, and then because eventually you'll end up in the same spot that you've been trying to pull yourself out of, which I noticed very quickly. And so, I'm gonna pretty much, like I said, stop the TikTok videos, and just focus on the Facebook Lives. So yeah. In other news, though, I also want to mention that it's cool because I ended up seeing a old friend of mine that I grew up with. His name was Jose Luis Zaragoza, and when I was at the Walmart and stuff, and I was buying a belt, and I was buying like polo shirts and stuff for my interview tomorrow that I have, for a different position for work. And it was cool because I haven't seen him in a very, very long time. It's been like many, many years. And it was cool because, we instantly recognized each other. And it's cool because, a lot of people, we tend to be scared, that, oh, this person is going to forget us. Or that, have we really made the impact in people's lives that we want to in our own lives? And it's cool because the fact that he remembered me made me feel good, because that means that, either he remembered me for something bad or he remembered me for something good. But the fact that his face lit up when he saw me, and my face lit up too, it was almost like this connection, just like when we first started hanging out. It was real cool. And what I'm trying to say is, when you focus on doing good in the world, and you focus on just helping people, and just building relationships and actual relationships and trust and loyalty, it's crazy that even no matter what happens, and no matter if you guys don't see each other for many, many years, it's crazy that bond still doesn't get broken. And that's important, because especially as you guys start to get higher and higher in your success, you'll I'm pretty sure you'll start to realize that, whether it's you're bettering yourself, or, you got a better job, so now you're trying to focus on your career, or if you're trying to start a business or already have a business, you'll start to realize that the more you focus on yourself, the more the wrong people start to leave your life. And then, that makes room for good people, that you eventually want to pay attention to, and make sure you keep those kind of people in your life, because those type of people are priceless. Because, whether you have all the money in the world, or if you're broke, those people will ride with you, and they'll be there with you every step of the way. And luckily, I have found those people. You know who you are, and I hold those people dear to my heart. They're my brothers, and they're family now. And I really hope that for you guys as well, that you eventually find your people, and that you make sure that that you don't change on them, and that every step of the way, that you help them, they help you, and that you guys just grow a bond that will forever be there. Because you don't want to be successful and have all these people like that you don't even care about around you, or people that are just trying to use you and stuff. You want to make sure that the people you have around you at all times, are not only leveling up in their life, but also, they want you to level up too. And they give you advice, and they tell you straight up, when you need it. Because that's something that everyone needs, because everyone needs, advice every now and then. Everyone needs, especially, when life isn't doing too well and you're trying to do your best, because you're inside the picture, you can't see the whole frame. And, having those good friends, having those good people that you spend time with and that you're around, a lot of the times they can see stuff that you can't. And, if they really care about your goals and what you're trying to do, they're not going to tell you to do something else. They're just going to give you different ways on how you can continue to do what you're doing. but eventually succeed with what you're doing. So anyway, I know that was kind of like a kind of like a two-part thing, whereas like I was talking about how to prevent yourself from burning out, everyone needs to take breaks, and don't overwork yourself. Only focus on what's important and what you think will bring you massive results and massive success, and also provide value the most, and then cut everything else out, and either pay somebody to do it or just get rid of it, 100%. So, and then also, what I want you to take away, like I said, find those people that care about you and that really want you to succeed, and keep those people, with you at all times, and make sure that you're around them at all times, because, believe it or not, your environment and the people you hang around with, can impact your life either in a positive way or in a negative way. So thank you for those of you that joined, the Facebook Live. Comment #live, #replay. If you're catching the replay, show some love, show some likes. And, yeah, that's all I have for you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.